Give remote control to Kenny. All right. No hacking my computer, dude.
All right.
So, I'm gonna let you try to make your own hello world. So,
Okay.
I want you to create a function.
And I need
Need your cheat sheet, dude.
I do need my cheat sheet.
That's what you got. You got to do until you memorize it, right?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right. So we can actually, there's another keyword called return. And have you ever used returns before?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So return actually will give back this value to whatever executed the function. So let's go ahead and try it. So just put in return.
Okay.
And we'll want to put in lowercase on the return and on function, I think.
Oh. The capitalizing is going to kill me. Okay.
And so let's put in a string of hello world. Cool. You can terminate it with a semicolon if you want. What's funny about JavaScript is it doesn't technically require semicolons, and there's a big holy war about which you should use. But you'll hear all about it. I like using them because I'm kind of old school and stuff. But whatever you do, just be consistent. So, okay. So now we have to actually execute this function. So. Remember how we did console.log before? That'll allow us to log something out to the console. So put in console.log. And then what do you put in after that? Do you remember to execute it?
I have to put it in parentheses.
You have to put it in parentheses.
No. Yeah.
All right. So, and what happened here? What did we get in the console? What does it look like?
We got the entire function.
Right. So what's funny about JavaScript is you actually pass around functions like they're variables. So, and this is where to actually execute the function, and you have to put the parentheses afterwards. Otherwise, it doesn't execute anything, and you won't get the return value.
Oh.
And this is something that actually took me a while to learn. So that's why I try to teach people really early on. And this is confusing as well. So the console.log needs its own parentheses because you're executing the log. And then inside the log, you need hello world with parentheses immediately afterwards, all wrapped in the console.log parentheses. Does that make sense?
Hold on. So I do console.log.
Parentheses. And then inside there, you need your hello world parentheses. Does that make sense? So it's like nested. It's the whole execution of hello world is nested. Awesome.
Okay.
Cool. Any questions on what's going on here or?
Ish. Okay, I understand that I'm saying for I want to log something on the console, and that's what goes inside the parentheses. But because I'm calling a function, I have to put the function itself. The entire function has the parentheses at the end of it, and that's so the open close parentheses is just if I wanted to pass any variables into that function. So if I do
Yeah,
this-
so that's called arguments. So when you pass something into a function, it's called arguments. But when they get when you actually declare those up here, so we put the, like, for example, if we put number here and I put
Okay.
2 here, this is the argument. And I like to think of it as I'm arguing, trying to get this thing to work. But this is the argument, and this is the parameter, right? So the parameter is where it gets declared, and the argument's what you're passing in. So
Okay.
the argument becomes the parameter. If that makes sense.
Yep. So if I wanted to put, is it an and sign?
Close. So it's actually you use the plus as the operator,
Oh, okay.
and that will do a string. It's called string concatenation, right? If you're
Yeah.
familiar with Excel or whatever. So, and you just got it, man.
Okay.
Cool.
So what, because I mean, again, it's all of the syntax. So for Visual Basic, it uses the ampersand.
Mm-hmm.
And so the concatenation is a plus sign. The plus will
Yeah.
also do math, right? There's not a special, I don't have to use the plus if I did. That would still kick out. Okay. Yeah. So it would still kick out.
Yeah, this is weakly typed. So some languages are strongly typed, and you can't do that. Sorry. I'm going way too deep, man. But when you're going from another language, there's going to be these little nuances of what changes. And luckily, JavaScript is really similar to like PHP and the what it uses. It's really similar to some other languages as well. So VB is kind of off on its own, right? It's kind of the redheaded stepchild in some way.
That's what I'm learning from my brother. Does a lot of coding, and
he's like, get away from that.
He's like, I hate Visual Basic.
Yeah, and I don't want to diss it. Like, there's a lot of VB coders out there. I jest and make fun of it, but it's like, and it's because it's different, right? We make fun of things that aren't as easy to use, or they're different. So it's just, a lot of people hate PHP because it's different, but a lot of people make a lot of money off of it. So
yeah,
there's a lot of coders out there, and there's a lot of stuff to learn, man. But I hope you got a lot out of this. If you guys like this content, please like, subscribe, do all the things, and we'll have another video right now you can see somewhere of someone else doing similar stuff like this, learning for the first time. So, hey, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. This was good.
Yeah, it was awesome.